Okay. First question. Discuss your outlook on the AP course prior to enrolling in it. Um, for me, it kind of scared me when I first enrolled, only because I heard stories of really difficult um, assignments and homework all the time, which, I mean, as a student, no one likes that. Um, what were my expectations for the class? Like I said, lots of homework, lots of difficult assignments, and while that is true, it's not as bad as you would think at all. Um, Second question: discuss a summer assignment. The assignment was to write, I think it was two papers. While the one wasn't too bad. The second one about ethos, logos, and pathos was actually very difficult. I had help on the one, and you will score low on it if you do end up doing it, but it gives you a good look on kind of where you're at as a writer and as a student. You get to see what you know, and then once you get your grade back, you can see where you need to improve in certain areas. Was I active or passive in my understanding of the requirements? Um, by looking at the question, I think it's asking, did I ask for help or did I just kind of go with it? I personally asked for a lot of help. I emailed Mr. Robinson quite a few times actually. He was very helpful, and he doesn't like to give you the answers to he doesn't like to give you the direct answer. He'll give you little hints and things to kind of push you in the right direction. But that's one of the good things about him, because he'll help you out in like a kind of a roundabout way where you actually know the stuff. He's not just giving the answers to you. Third question, discuss your personal learning curve. My personal learning curve, it's not that terrible. Um, the nice thing is when you get into that AP class, most students will have a learning curve, and you don't have to feel dumb or behind because most people will have that same exact curve, which I think is really good. Um, what's my biggest challenge? Probably the pace of the class. Um, it's a very quick class, but it's also a very in-depth class. So it's gonna come at you very quickly, but it's really not something to worry about because if you're any if you're any kind of student that should be in an AP class, you should be able to keep up. I think so. My biggest success in the class would have been, for me, passing the first semester with a B plus. Only because when I went into this class, I was telling myself that I'm lucky if I get out there with a C. So it really comes down to if you're just willing to try, you'll be fine in the class. My evolution as a student, I personally, I've kind of learned to open up, be less antisocial, kind of be yourself in class, which Mr. Robinson creates a great environment for kind of being yourself, talking to other people, and getting to know yourself and other people. So that's a very good environment for them. What have I taken from the course? I've learned quite a bit. Mostly just I've completely changed my writing style. It's gone from quick, short sentences to long, in-depth sentences that really get the point across. The only real advice I can give you coming into this class is be prepared for be prepared to try your hardest, because you're not just going to fly by this class. It doesn't work like that. It's an AP class, and you have to try to get any decent grade. And I know for me, I really had to try, and I ended up with a B plus in the first semester. So, I mean, if you get an A, that's great, but also if you're getting like a C plus, you're still doing very well because it's a weighted class. You just try a little harder and get a B. So, that's really it. And I would suggest the class. It's a very good class. You can learn a lot from it. So, there we go.